Okay, so what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Anything channel. Today we have a very special car here with us today. You guys can see. So we're just going to discuss the Opel and Harry contest. So can you just introduce yourself and tell us about your car?
Thanks for the invite. Thanks for the invite to the channel. It means a lot for the car, man. A lot. But yeah, I'm just getting up from KZN, original from KZN.
Okay.
A small town in Kokstad. You've probably seen like some of the cars from that side.
Yeah.
If I watch you. So yeah, I'm from Kokstad, KZN, highly influenced, right? And the guys from back at home.
Yeah.
Easy. So yeah, Corsa Light, old car, but brings
So
joy and happiness.
Yeah.
You see, joy and happiness.
So in terms of the Opel, when did you buy it? How did you get to this point? Did you buy it with air suspension or did you do that yourself?
Okay, so basically the backstory with the Opel is that we bought it in 2017, I think, 2017, but my father was using it as a daily.
Okay.
So he used it as a daily for the longest time until 2022 when I started doing my in-service training.
Okay.
So, for my in-service training, handed over the car to me. Car was still static, clean, everything, but just had sound, nothing much.
Just sound, okay.
Old buyers driving the car.
It's not gonna be too much on the car.
And then, 2022, got the car, went for release first. Released for a year, and then a year later, we had that.
So, a year later, we're on year now with this car having air suspension, right?
Yeah.
And, I think you have to start with coilovers first, because similar to like when you go stance, you first need to get to the drift format, right?
Yeah, because I mean, what I've noticed, I mean, as you all know, that there's many ways to drop a car.
Yeah.
Stance, you can either cut springs, coils, sleeves, or air suspension.
Yes.
I mean, for the best experience, it's nice to go through the process so that you know which one.
Understand, what works for you, because when it comes to cars, it's an expensive hobby. That's what I've learned myself. Because I had a similar car as well.
Yeah.
And for those watching, when we are talking about stance is referring to basically modify your suspension. So like Inga just said now, so it refers to when you change your camber, change suspension, cambers when your wheels are laying sideways.
Yeah. Just for that nice look.
Yeah, but I don't think that is too popular in South Africa, right? I think we prefer more the flush look.
Yeah.
The wheel is in the base or in the body.
I mean, for us, it's not as lenient as compared to other countries.
Yes.
So the more obvious you make it, I mean,
They're gonna get you.
And attract. So we always try to be on the good side of things, but
I mean, that's how it is in South Africa. Is it but challenging? I mean, it's basically modified.
Yeah, think about it. You literally get singled out.
Like, do you know what's that guy's name? JP.
Who doesn't?
JP is, I think, the stance community's biggest enemy. If you see that guy, you will get impounded.
But also, Ned, just to cut in some slack.
Yeah.
I feel like even us as the stance guys, we tend to push the buttons sometimes because we know there is a safe height, but we choose to avoid it in most cases and then end up finding ourselves at JP.
Yeah. So, guys, I just basically want to know from you. So you said you got the car from your dad in 2017, but only had sound.
Yeah.
So from 2017 up until now, how do you keep it this clean? Because I saw your car last year, 2 years ago. You featured on another video about in a car stand show. So how did you keep the car this clean? And what have you done actually up until this point?
I just freaking watch it, trust me. literally.
I mean, your paint is immaculate. If you look at your paint, right? The paint on the car, that's, I think that it was bought yesterday, basically,
Yeah, so. But it has been resprayed once. It has been resprayed, but it wasn't there was nothing wrong with the car, just felt like needed to plug the paint again. So just that young display and then
polish. And the wheels. We all know these are original GSI. These are the OEM. We love these wheels.
Yeah.
So did you get this also with the car? You got this afterwards.
But I literally, this car, I'll show you some pictures of how it started.
Yeah.
Like, it was a 4x4. 4x4. And 13s, everything, like, was just,
Easy.
it wasn't dancing.
Yeah, it was basically just a normal car.
Yeah.
So, like, you said you've now stanced the car and all of that, right? But since I've also owned the Opel, I know that these cars do come with its problems.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the problems, what if someone were to buy the Opel Corsa B, what are the things that they should look out for? In terms of mechanical issues, what did you experience so far?
Well, so far with me, I've had a good experience at Opels. Because,
really?
Yeah, literally,
Okay.
For instance, now we have 3 at home that we currently have. There's one in Johannesburg, there's one in East London, and this one, So, even prior to the 3 that we currently have, we had another one prior to that one. So, for me, I feel like Opels are quite fair. Quite fair, parts are easy to find, and they're quite cheap to maintain. Because the biggest thing is just to maintain. Maintain.
I think,
wear and tear for any car happens.
Yes.
Wear and tear for any car happens. For instance, this car, I can drive it from here to Cleanest one day, same trip.
Don't lie.
I kid you not.
And you're confident driving it.
Man, I've done it a couple of times.
You drive down.
Yeah, a couple of times for December.
But you see, the thing for me is why I'm asking that question is, I've been in the Opel community for, I would say, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Something that I always saw was people are complaining about coil packs. I myself also have issues with coil pack, spark plugs, and sometimes sensors. I know sensors. Opel is extremely sensitive when it comes to sensors. And I just think that when you buy an Opel, if I want to buy another one, I think that I will buy one that's more to better shape.
Yeah.
Condition.
Yeah.
I think that the condition of your car is beautiful.
That's the key because for stock one, nothing done to it. At least you should be spending like 45 to 50. That's if you want a reliable car.
Not 20.
Nah.
I'll pay 20 for mine. While I was a student, but I think you should go out and spend a little more money and get that comfortable ride. And in terms of the ride, I know when you drive coilovers, it's a bit of a stiff ride, right? But when it's air suspension, it's basically still a strut, right?
Yeah.
Still a strut. But around the strut is what? Is the triple bellow.
There's a bellow.
A bellow.
Yeah, so it's either sleeve bag or bellow bag.
A bellow bag.
Yeah, because it's either it's a sleeve, single bellow, double bellow, or triple bellow now.
Okay.
So depending on what you wanna do and how depending on the car. For instance, my car right now running double bellows in front and sleeves at the back. Simply because the front has more weight, so double bellows are better for that. Yeah. As compared to sleeves. Sleeves give you lows, but then they tend to
ride is not as comfortable. That I always hear because the thing for me is when it comes to the air suspension, I always see people are charging ridiculous amount. Some people are charging a lot and some people are charging cheaper. So, is there a quality difference between the two, or is it basically just people making those prices how they want it to be?
Personally, I think it's based on what you want as the customer. Because for a basic kit, you get sleeves all around. For instance, I think Airlax is running a special now for like 11 grand or something for a basic kit. See, that's now the mode setup, sleeves all around, you have the tag, you have everything there. Yeah. But then now what will make it expensive is when you want to start running what's this double compressors, for instance.
Okay, for faster,
See, so now that's like another 2,000.
Yeah.
Now you want to change your sleeves to double bellows, that's like another grand, you see. So it all depends on how...
It all depends on basically what you want as a driver.
Yeah, it all depends on your taste, of which sometimes, double bellows become highly recommended, so you would lean towards it. Yeah. See, so it's all about taste.
We've now discussed basically the overall of the car. So I just want to know, since you own a stance car, what is the feedback from the stance community? And not just that, when I think of this car, if you drive, I can assume that you probably get a lot of eyes, attention. So how do you deal with were back with, you know, especially in Cape Town, you know.
Personally, my guy, that makes me happy to say because it's not just now what I see in the car, but even the next person can actually see it. I mean, even you now, you guys with me to like bring the car in and out. So that makes me happy because it gets to show that there is someone out there who can see and appreciate what I'm doing. It's not that I'm doing for people, promotion or anything, but it's also nice to see because I was also influenced as a young kid. So it's also nice to see kids that are like excited when they see the car. So I'm even handing over the remote just to do the experience. So that's how it starts. That's how it starts. You first want it and then
Yeah, no, I get. But I think that's a good thing, especially when you're young. You find that love for cars in the early stage and then eventually, you know, so now you also almost give back. To enjoy that, you know. But guys, I think this is it for now. First, I want to thank you for coming out. I always wanted to interview. I think we were supposed to actually do it a few months ago. But we waited and everything happens for a reason. So I want to thank you for coming up. And guys, if you want to see more of his content, where can we find you on social media?
Also TikTok, Ingatolwana, I think _2 or something, but Ingatolwana, and then on Instagram, Ingatolwana same.
Okay, so you can just find me on TikTok, Ingatolwana. I'll put it in the video. But again, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Go.